Welcome to Define Sharing Rules. In this unit, we'll unravel the power of sharing rules in Salesforce. By the end of this session, you'll be equipped to extend access beyond the role hierarchy structure. Let's dive into the world of sharing rules and explore how they can be used to redefine access levels in your Salesforce org. Your org-wide default sharing settings provide a baseline level of access for each object. But what if you need to extend access beyond these defaults? This is where sharing rules come into play. Sharing rules allow you to make exceptions to your org-wide settings for specific sets of users. They work seamlessly with both role hierarchies and public groups. Each sharing rule consists of 3 key components. First, you define which records to share. This can be based on ownership or specific field values using criteria-based sharing rules. Next, you determine with which users you want to share these records. This can be users grouped by role, territory, or a specifically defined public group. Lastly, you specify the kind of access these users should have, whether it's read-only or read-write. Before diving into creating a sharing rule, let's talk about the importance of defining a public group. A public group is a collection of users, roles, territories, or other groups that share a common function. By setting up a public group, you make the process of creating and understanding sharing rules more straightforward. It's especially helpful when dealing with multiple rules in a large organization. Fantastic. You now have the knowledge to define sharing rules and leverage public groups to extend access strategically. In our next unit, we'll put these concepts into action with practical examples. From Setup, click on Setup button. In the left sidebar, quick find for public groups. Click on Public Groups. Click on the New button. Give label name, and the group name will be automatically populated. In the search, choose Users. From available members, add any member to selected members, then click Save. Now, a public group is created. From Setup, click Setup again. In the Quick Find box, enter Public Groups. From the Public Groups page, click the New option. To create a new public group, provide a label. The group name will be auto-populated. Choose to grant access using hierarchies based on your requirements or leave it unchecked. Use the search function to find users, select a user, and add them to the selected member list. There is also an option to add delegated administration groups, but for now we'll ignore it. Click Save, and the group name will now appear in the Public Groups list. Now, in the Quick Find box, enter Sharing Settings. From the Manage Sharing Settings, choose the object for which you want to grant access to the public group. Under Sharing Rules, click New. Provide a label in the sharing settings. The rule name will be auto-populated. Optionally, add a description for clarity on the rule's purpose. Select the rule type. Choose which records to be shared and specify the users to share with. You can customize the level of access for these users. After configuring your rule, click Save. Thank you for joining us today, and stay tuned for more Salesforce adventures. Happy automating!